Know about
Hey
rolling down
everybody,
in
Sean
the
King
deep
Kerber.
brain goes numb.
Does anybody really know what time it is?
People talk too much with the shade of slow motion.
Here's your
I
psychic
feel
weather
like an
report. Full
astronaut
Buck
in the
Moon,
ocean.
July
I want you to know
2025.
about rolling
She's a
down in the
beauty.
deep.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a full moon under a big black sun because the solar flares are just your brain is being fried with radiation right now, among other things. But I wanted to tell you, time is speeding up now, like really hyper speeding up, and it's all going to be very blurry and surreal and random. I just wanted to talk about calling things into existence, because as you speak, and you know, most of you probably all know this anyways, as you speak, you create. So when you speak, you are pushing, invigorating something to be alive. If you talk about it incessantly, it anchors it deeper and deeper. That's why they say it doesn't matter if it's a truth or a lie. Just repeat it enough times and it will become the truth. And there's a wisdom in that there is a kernel of nugget golden wisdom. So if you don't want something to be born, you don't speak of it. The minute you speak anything, it starts coming toward you and it's being created. And that's why, like, when you're doing your affirmations, you know, you build with affirmations. I'm happy, joyous, and free. Choose what it is. It should be lyrical, a little poetic, and you should just mutter it under your breath throughout the day. Every area of my life is flooded with health and wealth and happiness. I'm restored to divine intelligence. My body has divine intelligence. My spirit has divine intelligence. You could say something like, God, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for making me strong. Thank you for dissolving all weakness. So I've been called a master of energy, and part of being a master of energy is just working with the magic powers. And then you stack and anchor with a verbal petition. It's not necessarily a command. It's a petition to the universe. When you cap it off or frame it with I am happy, joyous, and free. Because the I am is everything. It goes back to the beginning of language. I am, the Creator said. I am. Boy, I think that's about it. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I have a new address, and I'm loving the new digs, and I am fortunate and blessed beyond repair. I mean, this place is such high security. In the last 2 hours, 3 security police, they drive through the 1,000-house gated community that I'm in Palm Springs. It's high security. You feel very protected. It's away from everything. It's a complete sanctuary. Anyway, so high security behind gates. The whole place is surrounded by a fence. It's kind of mind-blowing. I mean, I knew these places existed, but in my wildest dreams, I didn't ever think or know that I would be one of the residents. Anyway, speaking things into existence. So there's another way that you can do something. It's called you put an idea into the morphic field. The morphic field is a little bit different than the collective consciousness or the world soul. Everybody, you know, thinks that they're separate, and the entire Earth lesson is there is no separation. I'm just going to make it really easy for you, because, you know, time is, it's not running out, but it's running faster and faster. So the most spiritual thing you can do right now is breathe and don't react. I'm just going to leave that right there for you to pick up, okay? So if you can master the breath every time, which is a form of a boundary, you know, if you're talking to somebody and they throw the bait out, which they will because everything is getting so polarized right now, they'll toss out the bait, but the master will not take the bait. And it takes practice. Literally, the soul needs repetition. It takes practice, practice, practice. I've been meditating now, it's over 30 years. Meditation, contemplation, affirmation, gratitude. I wake up and I just try to look around and say, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful dream. Thank you for how beautiful. I like everything to just be beautiful. You know what I mean? Not like a fake Six Flags Magic Mountain Disneyland fake, but just the ascetic sees. You know you're like spiritually evolving when you can see beauty in every single thing and not try to own it or destroy it or touch it. Okay, so back to the breath. So when somebody's trying to get into it with you, I'm a spiritual teacher, and I can't really post my politics. I'm no politics. That's just not my area, and it's not my place. Publicly, I have a pretty wide swatch, if you know what you're looking for. My Cora psychic medium space is working on 2 million hits, and I'm on every social platform. But anyway, so they're everybody's like tossing out the bait. Everybody, remember, nobody is thinking clearly. Nobody. That has to do, it manifests as liver chi, off the chain, trips to the ER, driving weird and fast, being really reckless, just being triggered and out of your body and not present, and, not using your mind effectively when you can use it to create your life. The morphic field versus the collective consciousness. The morphic field, think of the collective consciousness as the sky and the stars. It's everywhere, but then the morphic field is like the ocean. And you can't always see what's under there, but you can throw things in there, and then when you let go, it will come out somewhere else. That's called the holographic universe theory, and it ties into simulation theory. A lot of people during COVID said, this is a simulation. The whole thing was a simulation for whatever reason. I'm going to tell you one thing as a shaman and master healer and master hypnotist that reads past lives for people. You've been working on this for a long time. You wanted to come here, and before you came, it took a physical form, which is like you are expansive and unlimited. And so it fucks you up for a while that you're in such a compacted state. And only true masters can maneuver with a body. You know what I'm saying? We're coming up on time, but when you want to see something materialize, not really specifically for yourself, you start throwing it into the morphic field. I'll just leave that there and leave you to do your own homework on that. So as we speak, we create. I've given several Zoom things about how to manifest, and I'm probably going to maybe do another one in the fall, so you're invited. Oh, God. And then the final thing was, when they toss out bait, you don't take the bait. You come back to the breath. If you only practice back to the breath, and that's all you do for your spirituality, and you can master the breath, get a disciplined mind and a clear mind, and don't react, you are a full master. So that's the homework assignment. It's really, you don't need a lot of information. You need to repeat the good information again and again and again. That's enough out of me. Kirk Kerber, master healer, shaman, hypnotist, shaman, psychic reader. Shakti, I'll see you in the morphic. I'll see you in the collective. I love you.